Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad. We have an exciting show planned for you today. To start off, we're going to have Boys Lacrosse live with Cole, and we're going to have ASB live with Lucy. What else do we have?
That's right. We're also going to have Avery live via DeGiro at Disneyland and McKenna on the Magic Window to talk about the Willow Project.
Sounds like an interesting show. I'm Owen Lockery.
I'm Bree Ringwalski.
And CHS TV starts right now. To start off our show, we're going to have a story on a mule named Shrek. Zuzu and Race bring us this piece.
He's like the Shrek character, where he looks like an ogre, or he looks like, what's going on here? But he has a gentle side to him that he doesn't have anything to be afraid of.
Tucked away in a hidden corner of Carlsbad lies an unusual yet pure friendship that has been growing for years.
My name is Vicki Patnode, and this is Shrek, and he is a mule, which is a hybrid. It's kind of a cross between a donkey and a horse.
And Vicki decided she needed to find Shrek.
When my horse was giving me a particularly hard time, I'd pop him on the top of the head and say, "Chris, my next horse is going to be a mule, because nothing can be as stubborn as you're being right now."
Although adjusting to the change was difficult, both found a way to work and grow together.
It was a very hard transition because he had no basis, he had no foundation, he had no idea what was expected of him. So through trial and error, I had to switch my brain over to a foundation built on trust. I'm verbalizing with him a lot, and he appreciates me talking to him. So who are these people?
The work Vicki and Shrek have put into their friendship is made worth it when they're out riding.
And somebody will say, "There's Shrek!"
That recognition not only encourages them to continue their bond, but also serves as proof for what they've accomplished. For CHS TV in Carlsbad, California, this has been Race and Zuzu Gruskin reporting.
I'm very proud to call him my friend.
Thank you, Race and Zuzu, for that piece. Today there will be varsity baseball against Olympian at 3:30 and boys lacrosse versus Patrick Henry, with JV being at 5:30 and varsity being at 7:30.
CUSD will be hosting a National Breakfast Week from March 6th through the 10th. Stop by the school cafeteria to enjoy some healthy breakfast options. For our first break in the announcements, we have Cole live with boys lacrosse. Cole, what do you have for us?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here live with
Brian, Preston, Micah,
Harrison,
Grant,
Drew Scheisty. Number 6, Shane Lane. Shane the Train Lane, the starting defensive midfield. Number 6, be there.
Camden, Rafa, Ryder,
Grant.
Sebastian Sanders.
And Sebastian. What are you guys' practices looking like?
Man, we're coming out firing in practice. We're looking really good, and the intensity's up, so we're ready for the game tonight.
And Shane, what are your plans for today's game?
Let's absolutely annihilate these kids. We really want that dub. We just really want to win, you know. Big game ahead of us. These guys are the reigning D1 champs. We want to be the reigning D1 champs. We just got a lot to look ahead. We just really need to get this dub, you know.
Sounds good. And what are your goals for the end of the season?
We want to come home with the rings, you know.
It sounds good. And lastly, any shout-outs?
Shout out to Real Jones.
Shout out Parker DeMuth.
Shout out Coach TJ.
You heard it here first. Go support boys lacrosse today.
Good luck in your season, guys. CHS will be having a resume workshop on Monday, March 13th at 1:45 p.m. in room 7104. This is a two-part workshop, and you can find more info on School Loop. Join us for a future Friday's Career Chat March 10th during lunch in room 7104. Career speaker will be Brian Mooson, lead gaming programmer for Rockstar Games. He will talk with students about his career as a computer programmer and game designer. More info can be found on School Loop.
The Carlsbad Prom Project has begun. The Prom Project is a prom dress and accessory drive in support of the Princess Project, which is an organization that gives away necessities to high school students in need. If you, a friend, or a family member has a donation to make, drop off a dress or an accessory off at the front office or the ASB room, which is 5004. Donations will be collected from February 27th through April 28th during school hours. To step away from the announcements, we have Lucy live in the studio with some ASB applicants. Lucy?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here with Carly Ray from ASB to talk about the ASB applications. So, Carly Ray, how can people apply?
Yeah, so there's a packet in the ASB room. It has a couple short answer questions you're going to fill out and 2 teacher recommendation forms. They are due on Monday, so you're going to want to make sure that you get those recommendations to your teacher so that they can turn them in before they're due.
Definitely. And why do you think people should apply?
Yeah, I think people should apply. It's just a really great thing to be a part of. We do all the school spirit-related things on campus, football games, dances, and I think everyone should apply.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have any shout-outs?
Yes, actually 2 shout-outs, Mr. Ogden, Yes I Can, period 3. And right next to me is the birthday boy, Liam. He's turned 18 today, so happy birthday, Liam.
Well, sounds super interesting. If you are interested, make sure to send in your application by Monday, March 6th.
Thank you, Lucy. If you're interested in hosting Austrian students, please check the CHS newsletter for the link to the Austrian student host application. If you have any questions, contact Andrea Shook at ashook@carlsbadusd.net. Did you know that there is free public transportation for anyone 18 and under? This program is offered through the Sandag Youth Opportunity Pass pilot program. Link to the program can be found in School Loop.
We now have varsity baseball live with Madeline. Take it away.
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm live with varsity baseball. Talk a little about their season. So, Henry, how was preseason?
During preseason, we did pretty well. Our pitchers did great, but our hitters struggled. We went 9-1.
Awesome. And Brock, I know you have a game today. When and where is that?
We got a home game, 3:30 against Olympian.
Sounds good. And are you preparing for any upcoming games?
Yeah, so Saturday we got stage at home, and then on Monday we're at SFC, and Wednesday we're at SDA.
That's awesome. And what are your expectations for this season?
Realistically, our pitching's pretty mediocre. Our hitters are pretty good. We've got some transfers coming in after the first 10 games, and after that we should be pretty solid.
So that sounds great. Any shout-outs?
Shout out Mr. Rosen, Teacher of the Year. Shout out Big Tex.
Texas Tom.
Tyler Foster.
Make sure to go support varsity baseball's home game today.
Lancer Locker is benefiting CHS families in need. Students can contact Leticia Torres at 760-331-5181 if needed and can shop during break, lunch, or after school. Students can come to the administrative office and ask for Leticia or the Lancer Locker.
Are you a student that has a small business? ASB is organizing a Lancer Market where students can showcase and sell their creations. The Lancer sign-up link can be found on the CHS website. Students, if you would like to promote your new or existing club or get an announcement on the air, please come by room 5105 before school or at brunch and see Mrs. Cohen.
We now have Avery live via DeGiro at Disneyland to talk about the reopening of Toontown. Avery?
What's going on, Carlsbad? I'm coming to you live just a little further from home today in Disneyland Theme Park. I'm standing right outside the brand new Toontown entrance, and for those of you who don't know, Toontown went under construction just over a year ago. But a little section has opened up on January 27th for a new ride called Mickey's Runaway Railway. The rest of the park is still in fences and undergoing some last-minute changes for the park to open on March 19th. The weather's starting to warm up a little bit, and that means the crowds will build up. So Carlsbad, if you've been wanting to check it out, I recommend you make your reservations very quickly. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm going to send it back to the anchors in the studio.
Lastly, we now have McKenna live on the Magic Window to give us some information on the Willow Project. McKenna, what's up?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here on the Magic Window to talk about the Willow Project, a proposed 2.3 million acre oil drilling project in the Alaskan Arctic. Now, if this project is approved, it'll be the largest oil drilling project in the USA, generating around 9.2 million metric tons of carbon dioxide in a year, which is the equivalent of adding 2 million gas-powered cars to the road. Now, if this project is to go through, it'll be detrimental to the environment, destroying the habitat of migratory birds, polar bears, and walruses, for example. The Arctic already warms 4 times faster than the rest of the planet, so this process will only speed up the climate crisis. Now, this project has faced massive controversy with protests in front of the White House and petitions on social media. The White House will release a final decision early next week, so stay tuned.
Coming up, we have a story on a CHS student in band who plays a unique instrument.
It's something that a lot of people haven't done before, and especially with like my instrument, the more effort you put in, the more you'll get out of it. So yeah, I'd say it's a big commitment.
Seems like a great show planned for you guys today, on Monday. Well, that's all for today. Carlsbad. Also, quick birthday shout out to Liam. So happy birthday.
Make sure to make it a great day, Lancers.
Bye.